Here we have the central station, Warszawa Centralna, which has only 4 tracks, but the actual real big railway is under the ground, further ahead or further back, where you have a lot of tracks going all directions. So it's mostly underground. New construction. Yeah, it's something. I still want to see the mall that's right in that building. Wow. It's not bad. Not at all, the way it looks. But I think after a week I've probably seen it. Like, there wouldn't be a ton left to explore. After the Second World War II tour that I'm gonna do today. And I've probably seen most. Gonna have a nice lunch again. Really, I enjoy traveling alone so much. Just do whatever you want. Go on dates, have lunch. It is truly relaxation for me. Meet cool people. I had a date with the guy from US yesterday. Black guy from Austin, Texas. He says that there's quite a lot of like sexual racism in the sense that he gets immediately asked if he has a big dick on dating apps, which obviously it's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit old-fashioned. Like, you can ask it, but you might as well ask a bit more about the person first. He says in that way Warsaw is not great for him. You just get put into a corner. It's not obviously as open as Berlin or whatever. But on the other hand, the Polish identity keeps its values. Like, it will certainly not permit gay marriage anytime soon. Like, as a whole, society is pretty conservative, which, I don't know. Who am I to say anything? I'm just visiting. Like, that's not to say Bulgaria will have gay marriage anytime soon. Like, societies change when they're ready for it. That's what I think. And if they don't change, that's also fine. I mean, it's their country. And nobody can impose their will on another country. As long as the people are cool with me, which they are, then I'm fine. Don't bother me, I don't bother you. And basically, live and let live is my principle. Nothing else. Yeah, I think we've walked around now. Time to take some snaps, head back down. Too bad that I cannot take the full tour today, because that other company was closed. I just gotta do with this today. Perhaps do some shopping, buy some gloves. I don't know what I should buy in Poland. There must be something interesting. We're gonna check it out. We're at a sort of buffet restaurant. Look at this food, it's amazing. You pay by weight. The buffet looks just fantastic. Like some meat, some potatoes, some vegetables, spinach, meatballs, chicken. And this costs 30 zlotys, which is €6. Look at the side of this plate. Like, people know their portions. I love this. The Poles know everything about food. Really. So, time to enjoy lunch.
And small ghetto. Why it was divided? Because between the ghettos here, there was Chłodna Street, one of the main streets of the city center, and the Germans, they needed the street for transports and so on. There was a bridge connecting both ghettos. It looked like this. Have you watched the movie Pianist, maybe?
Yes.
So there is a scene like this in Pianist when they go from one ghetto to another on the bridge. So guys, 3 square kilometers in 1940. And how many people were closed? In 1940, they closed about 300,000 people inside this 3 square kilometers. But guys, until 1941, in the next year, the number of people in the ghetto reached almost 500,000 people. Germans, they brought Jews from everywhere in Europe, from Germany, Greece, Bulgaria, literally from everywhere they could, to the ghetto of Warsaw. Not only Warsaw, but the Warsaw Ghetto was the biggest ghetto in Europe. 500,000 people living on 3 square kilometers. You can imagine the living conditions. On average, 17 people in the room. On average, most of them were homeless, of course. 17 people in the room. Also, the Germans thought, all right, the best way to organize everything, let's not give them food. More of them will die. Later, we will have less work. So the amount of calories you could get a day was the same like a piece of bread or an apple.
Mm.
Guys, between 1940 and 42, 100,000 people died only because of starvation inside the ghetto and diseases. 100,000 people. Guys, when you died, your body was just on the street. The bodies were cleaned from the ghetto once in 3 weeks, which was a cause of many diseases as well. As you can imagine. Of course, some people tried to smuggle the food inside the ghetto. Children, they did it. Some people were like throwing the bags with food above the wall, but it was a death penalty for that, so a lot of people were scared. Also, the ghetto was getting smaller, so the Germans did not enter the ghetto. Inside the ghetto there was a Jewish administration, Jewish council called Judenrat, Jewish police. They had to organize themselves, and there was just a message sent to the Jews that all right, few streets from this neighborhood from next week are excluded. Mm-hmm. You have to relocate the people. It's not like we will come and we'll organize it. We just enter. If somebody will be there, we kill everyone. Mm. We kill everyone. And that's how the life looked inside the ghetto, and they had to look after everything. Also, in 1941, this part was excluded, which is a cemetery. So there was literally no place to bury the people as well.
This is restaurant Rico. I have a burrito here with alcohol-free beer and some guacamole. Restaurant Rico near the former Jewish ghetto. Good morning from pandemic Warsaw here. It is quiet as it's been the whole week. Today it is Wednesday and we're here at Wilanów Palace. So I was here earlier, but the gate was closed and there were technical, let's say, maintenances from 4 to 5 earlier this week. And I decided to just come back because I can't skip this. Wilanów Palace, and the gardens behind it is something that I want to see for quite a long time. And now I'm in Warsaw, even though it's a suburb, I decided, no, I'm just gonna go back. Not going to hurry, not going outside the city. I'm here now, might as well take it in fully. And traveling slowly is something that I'm starting to adapt. and I actually like it.